Hello everyone, welcome to another exciting Blender tutorial. In this tutorial I will show you how we can make water animation inside Blender. So for that, first of all, I will set up my scene. Let me delete this cube. By pressing X we can delete this cube. I will import some objects from the existing app inside Windows. Its name is 3D viewer and there is a 3D library. I will import some items. So I already saved these files. I am just showing you. So like for example, I need a wall and wall shelf. So I will click here and then going to the file, save as, and you can save here in the GLB format. So it's already saved and I need these three files. So just searching the file here in the 3D library, like this, and just then saving it in your system. So I already saved these three files in my system, and then in the Blender I will go to the file, import, and GLB, going to the destination. Let me first import the first item. Let me scale it up a little bit. Okay, let me import the next item, and that is maybe the wall. Okay, let's also scale this up, scale maybe in the X direction, and the other item by pressing G, and I want to move it in the Y direction. So in the Y it looks too small. I will also scale it up. Okay, I want to scale it further a little bit, and by pressing 3 we can see the side view. So once again, selecting the table, I want to adjust the location, so just adjust it and move in a little bit in the Y direction, and then I want to move it up in the Z direction as again, and also I want to scale it in the Z direction. So by pressing S and Z we can just scale it in the Z direction. Let me rotate it around Z direction. So by pressing R and then Z, I want to rotate it by 180, so I will enter 180. Let me move it down a little bit in the Z direction. Okay, so now the table and the wall, the scene is ready. I will insert the third object here on the table. So going to the import, and again the same procedure, selecting the third item. I will import it. It's too big, so I will scale it down by pressing S, and just by moving my mouse it will scale down. Once again, looking at the side view, let me adjust the position by pressing G in Z direction, G and Y. Okay, again G and Z direction. So yeah, this is how our scene looks like. If we look at the material preview, this is material preview mode. So yeah, we can see how it will look like. Now we need to like some tape. There is like we need to create a tape or a pipe from which water will come out and it will fall into this bowl. So let me just scale this up a little bit. So for that, let me just by clicking shift and right click, you can move the origin. Let me just insert a plane here, and okay, just now by pressing tab we can go to the edit mode and select the vertex selection mode. Select the three vertices by deleting the three vertices and just leave only the one vertex. Then by pressing tab again, come again to the object mode, right click on the remaining one point and set the origin as a geometry to the origin, so the point will be stick to the geometry origin. So now I want to make a pipe like this, like extruding by pressing tab. Let's go to the edit, select the point, and by pressing E and extrude it by pressing E in the Y direction, and then extrude it again in the Z direction by pressing E and Z. So this will like this is how our pipe will look like and will be placed here. Select all the 3 points and by press Ctrl Shift and B, and by dragging your mouse it will create a bevel, and also by scrolling up your mouse it will create extra point to the bevel, so it make it like a smooth curve. Okay, so now press again tab, come back to the object mode, and we have our basic line for the pipe. So go to the object, select this line and convert this to curve. Okay, let me adjust the position by pressing 7. We can have the top view, so let me move it to the center by pressing G in the X direction. Okay, looks like yeah, quite in the center. So now we will make our file from this curve. So once again, Control Shift A, I will insert a circle, and by pressing this selecting this curve and going to the object properties, coming down here to the geometry and insert the bevel, go to the object, and we will select this Bezier circle. So this circle will be sweep on through this line. We can adjust the size of this pipe by scaling up and down the Bezier circle, and it will adjust. So I guess this much size is okay. Okay, now we need to add up a flow source. So for that I will add up here a USP, and once again let me adjust the position by pressing G, and I am in the X direction. Okay, let me scale it down. Okay, G and in the X. Okay, G and Y. So just a little bit here and here. So okay. Okay, now select this pipe and press tab to go to the edit mode. Sorry. Press just select this pipe, and first we have to select this pipe to mesh. Okay, so now this is our mesh, so we don't need that Bezier circle right now. We can delete it, and then select this pipe, press tab, go to the edit mode, select these points, these vertices, and press F. It will close down the surface. Once again go back to the object mode by pressing tab. Now we will assign some fluid properties, some physics properties to all these objects. So select this pipe. I want to act it like going to the physics properties, and here I want to give some fluid properties. So in the fluid it will act like as an effector. So like whenever a fluid comes in contact with this, it will act as an effector and it will have collision type. And also select as planar. Also select the other objects, we can better select it from here. So let me select this one. And also going to the physics properties, fluid, and make it like vector as planar. Select the bowl. Once again, make it as an vector and as planar. Select the table, fluid, and effector and as planar. Okay, so now we have assigned properties to all the three and all the four items. Now we will press here this X-ray mode, the wireframe mode, and select the sphere which we will use it for our flow. So here in the blender we will go into the object, and here we will go to quick effects and quick liquid. So it will automatically assign those like fluid properties to the object. And now we just need to scale up this domain. This is our domain which we can see in the orange color. So let me scale it up once again by pressing 3 per looking in the side view. Okay, G, and in Y direction I will move it a little bit. Okay, now press tab and select the face selection mode and just move it down by pressing G in the Z direction. And here also I will move it inside a little bit in the Y direction. So once again, let me move it. Okay, press tab, come back to the object mode, and now this is how our liquid domains. Our liquid will be like inside this domain. It will not go out. It's like a container in which all the fluid will like it will be inside this domain. Now in this domain we need to change few things. We can set the resolution. Let me set the resolution to 150. Like the more the resolution, the better it will look like a fluid, and it depends on your PC. How much the more you increase the number, the more time it will take in baking this liquid. Okay, so change this to modular, and it will have 250 plane. You can adjust it. Is resumable, and I will use kg. And then also selecting this this is the flow, and the flow behavior is inflow, water level flow, inflow to the domain, and let me give it some initial velocity in the y direction. So in the y direction I will give it a velocity of 2. So almost our setting is now ready. Just select the domain and checking everything once again, and just click back data. You don't need to wait for all the domain, the liquid, to back up. You can pause in between by pressing escape, and during that time you can check here how your fluid is behaving. Okay, so let me resume. I think it's working fine. So yeah, let's just check it out after it's complete. Okay, so now the baking is complete. Let us check the animation. So you can see like the blue color water is coming out of the pipe into the bowl, and then it's like spreading out and going down through the table. So let us bake this mesh. So for that, select the domain and go to the mesh and bake the mesh. And yeah, it will take some time, so let us wait again. Okay, so now the bake is ready. Let's check it out. If we go to the material mode, we can see the water is just splashing throughout the table. Okay, so yeah, it's working pretty well. Now if we want to render it out, we can adjust the camera view first of all. So to adjust the camera to the current view, we can do this by pressing Control Alt and 0, pressing the 0 on the number pad, and then pressing N, going here to the view and selecting camera to the view. Now any if you zoom in, zoom out, or move your scene, the camera will like remain still and the camera will be focused on it. So I just want to render out this part maybe. Okay, let me just scale this one a little bit, maybe in this direction. And we can select the output properties just by going here to the output properties. Let me I want to do it quickly, so I will take 640, just like low resolution, 640 by 480 maybe. Okay, so yeah, and then also coming down here you can select like the format you want, like if you want a picture, or these are like BMP, PNG, JPG, these are picture format, or Targa, these are picture format, and these are like the movie formats. So if I want to like just export as a JPG, I will select the JPG, and you can select the output location from here. Maybe somewhere I will put it here. Okay, so tape water, let me give it a name, accept. And yeah, the quality, I want to do it quickly, so I reduce the quality, and in the output select cycles, supported CPU, adaptive sampling will reduce your time further, and yeah, that's it. So for rendering out, just go to render and select render image. If you want to render the movie, so first change here from the output setting, first select the type of the output, maybe among these the movie, and then you can everything else is the same. Then come down here and you can click on the render animation, so it will just generate the animation file. So I will just render the image. As you can see, the image is like looks black, so there is no light in the picture. So for that we need to adjust the location of the light, and the light is I don't know where it is, but we can, yeah, here's the light. So let's just move the light somewhere here and change the light properties to maybe sun, and yeah, the sun will be directly here, and yeah, the strength is okay. Now if you once again go to the camera view, press N to, and then by looking, so this will be like our render image, it will look like this. So if you look at the current image, it's quite dark because there is no light. So we will just close this one and we will render once again. And now you can see like there's light, it's too much. So yeah, you can play around with these things, like you can adjust the light strength and the type of light from here, from these properties, and it will give you then like your desired output. Whatever you want, you can change it accordingly.